Good morning. Stuck in my apartment. I'm going to go out in a minute, but yeah, it is raining like the dickens here in Jackson. Had a bunch of roofs to get on today. Well, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. I think that's Shakespeare. Anyway, I just finished from November 26, 2012. Hugh Hendry, we're in the death spiral of mercantilism. Mr. Hendry, I essentially just shot one of his videos. He was arguing with this guy that was an inflationist. I remember that when he goes, "You're a scary guy." You know, it was hilarious. He really pissed the guy off, but he schooled him. And if you listen to you, he will school you. He will teach you. I just listened to this, and I want to make some points. I'm going to read this here. This is from nakedcapitalism.com. Hugh Hendry, we're in the death spirals of mercantilism. You have to give a fund manager points for admitting to having a history of contentious posturing. He said that at the beginning. Hugh Hendry's also reformed gold bug, which shows an unusual flexibility of thinking. Once people join the gold cult, they seldom leave. Even if you don't necessarily agree, his talk will serve as a useful grist for thought. Hat tip, Ian Fraser. Hendry discusses the end it should be a, if in my opinion, a broadly adopted national strategy, mercantilism, of what he sees as the implications. Okay. On the mercantilism, I think we're still in the middle of it. I think we're still in where countries are manipulating their currency to improve their economies. He made a profound point when he talked about why bonds are not an asset to China. He said if they sell their bonds, it's going to make the renminbi go up. And then all those little Chinese companies that are just trying to get caught, they won't be able to sell their products. So all these people who think China's going to sell our bonds and everything's going to collapse, think not. He made a profound point about that. I got it this time. Some of this stuff you have to watch over and over and over and over again to get it. You know, there was like some goofball who made fun of me for the fact that I just taped Mr. Hendry's thing, and I've got like 800 views on it. I mean, everybody likes him. He's just really smart. He's brilliant. He has the total obverse position of another guy that's very popular for me, Mark Faber. His position is different. He believes in buying treasuries because he believes that, you know, we're not at the point where we're going to have inflation. You know, he was saying that $3 trillion was not enough. That's the point he made. He made the point that we're not in a freedman world. I remember this from when I was going to school at North Texas State University. I didn't graduate at North Texas State, but I went there, and my teacher said, inflation is always and every time a monetary phenomenon. So the monetarists believe that if you print that much money, you're going to get inflation. And the gold bugs believe that too, even though they're not monetarist. They're arguing the same point, the shifts of the world. He says no. He said the money's not being printed. The money's just sitting there. So, and we're in a profound period of deflation. That's the argument that he was making with that inflationist, is that you can print all the money you want. It's just how profound the deflation is. And I have to tip my hat to my landlord, who said the same thing about the deflation, that they weren't doing enough, that they had to print more. And I think that Mr. Bernanke was right. And he also made the point that we needed a Lehman Brothers moment to be able to do this. He said we needed people to be terrified for them to be able to make this. So he's almost giving that the Lehman Brothers as a false flag phenomenon. He's almost saying that Lehman Brothers was a false flag, the same way a lot of people say that, you know, the attack of New York City was a false flag, or Pearl Harbor was a false flag, which I don't think so. But anyway, he's saying that we needed a profound moment. And I also like very much that he talks about being an existentialist. And he says there is no God. In the same sense that Nietzsche had said it, in the same sense that the characters of Dostoevsky, it's almost 150 years ago, we're talking about, 120 years ago, that there was no rules. You've got to find your way in the dark. You have to make mistakes. You have to keep your mind open. You have to be clear. You have to do that. And Mr. Hendry will teach you all that. So I'm saying Mr. Hendry will have a profound impact on your thinking, even if you profoundly disagree with him, to use his language. He will school you. He will educate you. And he's just a lot of fun to listen to. I think his accent's neater than shit. All right. Peace out. Bye.